Good morning, Eleazer here, and I apologize in advance. I know you cannot see me too well. The sun is running late. It has not come up yet, but as I mentioned in the previous video on the importance of establishing a self-publishing schedule, whenever you have dead time, it is time to activate, whether it's creating a publishing schedule and getting some words down on the paper, or you're establishing your brand. There's always time during the day that you need to take advantage of. And this video is my personal example of doing so. Practice what you preach. So in this particular video, I'm going to share with you the MythBusters of self-publishing. This is going to be a series where I cover the common misconceptions and roadblocks that stop many aspiring authors and many aspiring publishers from getting the job done. In 2013, my goal is to inspire and cultivate and build and establish more and more self-published authors in 2013. So the very first inaugural MythBusters. I do not have anything important or relevant to write about. First thing I want you to embrace and champion is that, number one, there's no one in the history of recorded history, in world history, that has the same combination of strengths, weaknesses, talents, abilities, skills, history, upbringing, background, where you were born, who your family is, ever in history. That makes you unique. That makes you a special individual. When you were created, your creator has broken the mold. There is no duplicate, one of one. So what that means is, I don't want you to start with an autobiography for your first or next publishing project. What this means is that you have a unique perspective as it relates from all topics, from how to play chess to martial arts to cooking to sports to business. Unique perspective. So that means that whatever topic you choose, you can put your own spin on it. You can apply your particular perspective towards that particular topic. So the world according to you, if your name is Tom Jones or Mary Smith, the world according to Tom Jones, Mary Smith. As you build your readership and reader base, people are going to want to buy into what you say or your spin on it. This is what makes many successful authors and publishers household names today. People want to know what they think on particular subjects, so they buy those books, whether it's in the fantasy realm, whether it's nonfiction or fictional writing. It's your spin on it. It may not be perfect. It may not be grammatically correct. It may not be politically correct, but it is you, unfiltered, who you are. So take account of that, take inventory of that, and embrace it. Second thing you want to do with your particular topic is establish the 5 W's as it applies to your particular topic. Who, what, when, where, why. You want to answer the 5 W's as it applies to your topic, and make sure you ask yourself those questions: who, what, when, where, why, and answer those. It even is valuable as it applies to your overall outline, which I mentioned in the last video, which you should check out. Apply that. You write your outline first, and then apply the 5 W's to it, and it'll also influence your outline overall. And make sure that when those questions are answered, it gives your writing process a bit more clarity. It saves you a lot of time when you're writing, when you have a clear destination of where you want to end, when you start with the end goal in mind. So we know that your perspective is important. We know that we need to achieve clarity when establishing what you're going to write about. The third thing I want you to keep in mind, you have to develop a process of capturing your ideas, as important as they are, and capturing those in some sort of format or process. For me personally, I use voice recording. I consider speaking to be one of my strengths. I speak actively. I speak at different conferences, user groups, assemblies all around the country. So speaking is something I'm fairly comfortable with. I can express my ideas in the spoken word. So for me, When I have dead time, for example, when I'm commuting to meet a client, I often catch the metro. It saves me time, it saves me gas. So when I park my car at the parking ride, and the time that it takes me to walk from my car to the actual metro train system, I turn on my voice recorder and I record my thoughts. Now, what makes this process more efficient is that I also have my outline in written format. So I have my outline. This is the paper, simulating paper. Have my written word, and I go down the outline and I record my thoughts. That way, as I get inspiration, I have a efficient means of capturing that. I can always go back and get it together, you know, on the back end and clean things up. But I have my thoughts captured. This also relates to your writing schedule as well. Other people may just jot down different notes. You can use applications such as Evernote. You can use different voice recorders. You can call your phone and leave a voicemail as well. There's different ways to do it. So making sure you have ways to capture that information is just as important. Your words are important. What you have to say is important. And the final thing is to make sure that when choosing a topic, because we know it's relevant, that you pick things that you're comfortable in conversation. When I sit down and consult with aspiring authors, one thing I like to tap into when they ask me the question, I don't know what to write about, or I don't know what I'm good at, I engage them in different topics, conversation. We may not even be talking about publishing per se. I may switch the subject just to get them in a train of thought that they're comfortable with. So if I find that they're very comfortable discussing the LA Lakers or hairdressing or foreign language or fitness, and they're able to go on and on and on and give me different facts and topics and history behind that and personal opinions and tell jokes and correct me on certain things, then I know that that's the topic that they should consider writing about. Conversation, it is indicative of a certain train of thought. So once you have that train of thought going, that means that you're going to be more willing to put the research into what you're writing about, and it's going to end up being a better finished product. So if you don't have an idea of what to write about, what are your strengths, what are you comfortable discussing, what can you talk about for hours and hours and hours and hours, and what are you willing to research, what do you look into every day, whether you read music news or pop culture news or the stock market or sports, you name it, or cooking, technology. These are all areas that you could start with, and as I mentioned, you have a unique spin on it. So if the Huffington Post, for example, reports the news, they may tell you the facts and what happened in this story, but you have an opinion on that particular news story, and you should take that, and that should be the basis of your first ebook or your next ebook. So we know that your opinion and what you bring to the table is unique. It has never been covered in the history of the world, and that gives you a perspective. We know that you need to cover the 5 W's. We know that you need to find an efficient way to capture that information. And if you're still stuck after these 3 methods, then you need to look at what you're comfortable discussing in order to get your ideas into ebook format. Now, if you have any questions on ebook publishing or how to publish the Kindle, Nook, Kobo, you name it, I am here for you. Email me at hello@mrshadid.com. I'm here to help you. Or you can follow me on Twitter at Mr. Shadid, MRSHAD like David, EED. The sun is starting to shine tomorrow. And that means we're getting on to a great day. My name is Shadid Eleazer. Please take these tips and subscribe to the YouTube channel as well for more updates in real time. I'm Shadid Eleazer once again, and this has been MythBusters, where we cover the e-publishing misconceptions and we break those down so that you can publish your first or next ebook project in 2013. Take it easy. Have a great day. Go digital or go home.